Going on, guys? It's time. I'm back with another video. Hey, you know what? On this video, I just wanted to talk about something. I was actually, I thought it might be a good idea to look on some expat group on Facebook, all the different sort of Philippine expat groups that there are, right? And I've actually sort of joined several of them, right? But I really never participated, like, and I wouldn't get too many notifications either. Like, I'm sort of set up where I don't always want every note. Like sometimes, anytime somebody comments on something that you're a part of on Facebook, I don't want to get an email or notification about it. You know what I mean? Like, and that's the way I like it. But anyway, so I was going on there, and actually, I found some interesting information. You know, about ATMs and stuff. There was guys asking about, hey, which bank ATMs in the Philippines have a higher than a 10,000 limit per day or per use? And I think it was like BPI. Somebody said HSBC, and then I think possibly China Bank, right? Now I don't know for sure about this because I haven't done it yet, but I'm just throwing it out there in case you guys are interested. You could check for yourself if you're here living like I am. You could check it out, right? And it might give you the old, like, they might give you the choices going up to 10,000, and then there might be an other, right? It might not go up to 20 on the initial screen that you see, but there could be an other choice, and then you'll probably have to hit that, and then you'll just put in 20,000, type it in 20,000 pesos. So anyway, I'm gonna try it because I think there is one not too far from us, one of those ATMs, because it'd be nice. And hopefully the fee's not any higher. You know what I mean? That 250 peso fee that they throw in there, because you know it'd be nice if that was the same. you know. But anyway, I saw stuff like that, so I was like, oh, that's cool. That's useful. And then I saw something that was interesting, and I just thought I would talk about it for a little bit. One guy had just posted just a harmless post about, hey, did anyone see the football game? Like, because I guess he probably subscribes to like YouTube. There's a YouTube portion of the channel that you can subscribe to, and you can watch like all the football games. You know what I mean? Like on YouTube and stuff. And there's other ways to watch football here, but I mean that's one of them. And I think this guy was like a subscriber to that, so he's like, hey, anybody see this game? It was actually the Kansas City Chief game, which was a good game. The Chiefs just totally blew it, man. I couldn't believe it. Like, I think they dropped like 23 passes in the game, like, which is a record, I guess. And I saw most of them. Like I watched most of the game. I actually get it on the Premier Sports channel, which is part of our Sky cable here. So anyway, but anyway, so he posts this harmless post, right? And then some guy, and he didn't jump on him in a mean way, but he was just saying, dude, you should embrace your current location, the Philippines. Like, you should embrace the culture here instead of trying to, you know, keep your Western identity, basically, right? I mean, in words to that effect. You know what I mean? Like, in other words, the country that you left, that you turned your back on or whatever, you know what I mean? He made it sound like, well, you must have come here because you hate the U.S. I mean, that's kind of how he phrased it, or that was the inference, right? And then I thought, boom, I just got an idea, and I'm thinking, not everybody that comes here to the Philippines to live like hates the U.S. And I know a lot of guys will say, "Oh, I love my country still, the U.S., but it's just different now, and it's just not the same country I grew up in, and all that, right?" And it's like, so it's kind of like, well, so what is the U.S. like your ex-wife or something? Like, you used to love it, but then now you really don't, you know? Like, but yet you say you still love it, even though you're living somewhere else, you know? So, but my point is that like me, I didn't come here because I hated the U.S. I mean, Was I sick of a lot of with some things, especially just coming out of the pandemic and everything, and just a lot of the political crap that was going on. Yeah, I was sick of it, but I mean, it's not enough to like make me like, oh, I hate this place. I'm never going back. I never even want to visit. It's like I'm not like that. And if you are, that's fine. Whatever, man. But I'm just making a point that not everybody that comes here, I think, has that thought process or that feeling. You know, um, I mean, I came here well because I fell in love with a Filipina. You know, but also obviously the cost of living. I couldn't sort of like retire or even really like semi-retire in the U.S. on the income on the same income that I can here. Okay, and the people are nice here. I mean, there's no disputing that. They're in general they're very nice here, man. Like just more sort of open friendliness than you'll find in most countries, I think. You know, so so that's another reason. That would be like a whatever the third reason or whatever. But but yeah, it's not like I know there's some guys that are literally are just want to escape the U.S. You know what I mean? They just want to like get the freak out of here, man. And older guys too, right? Especially and it's like I don't know if that should be the sole reason for wanting to come to the Philippines. You know what I mean? Like if you're just so pissed off at your home country, and it might not necessarily be the U.S. It might be some other country, right? Maybe you're from Europe, or whatever, right? Maybe Australia or wherever you're from, right? If you come to the Philippines just because you are so fed up with your country or whatever, I don't know if that's a good reason. Like I don't know if things will work out for you here necessarily in the long term. They might in the short term, like you might think that everything's fine and you've been here a year or something and you're like, "Oh yeah, man, I'm never looking back." But, I don't know. In the long term, I think there has to be other reasons, like better reasons. And I still am in contact with my, I've got brothers and nephews and all that, niece, nephews, brothers, cousins. I don't have any kids, so, but, you know, um, so that's just what I wanted to talk about here. I guess I just wanted to throw it out there because, you hear guys say so much about how, oh, just the U.S. has gone to hell in a handbasket and that's why they want to come somewhere else. Well, like I said, if that's your sole reason, I don't know, man. Things may not work out well for you. Now, if you're just saying that that's the reason, and it's more just like the cost of living, like you're just sick of working, and you're like, hey, I can retire. I can't retire in the U.S. I got to work another 10 years. I got to work till I'm 70 in the U.S. Right? For example, might be your situation or whatever. But here in the Philippines, I could come here when I'm 62, or whatever, and have plenty of money. And, I got money in the bank, I got income coming in, and I can live here comfortably. And if that's your sole reason, okay. I mean, it's probably better than hating the U.S. as being your sole reason, to come to the Philippines, right? Um, but even the money thing, you should sort of, whatever you decide, right? Like, you should come here first, obviously. I mean, you really should. I would always recommend somebody to come here and visit more than once if you can, you know what I mean? Or if you come here once, spend more than, spend like 3 months here if you can, you know what I mean? Like, if you're going to come here only one time before you decide where you're going to live, then don't come here for 3 weeks. Like that won't be enough. That's fine for a trip, just a trip. Like I was here several times before I came here to live, 5 times. And yeah, each time was like 3 weeks, 25 days, whatever. Right. And, but I already had a lot of those trips. I already had the intent, I already knew from the first couple trips that, yeah, I think I could live here, um, but anyway, yeah. So just, I don't know. Keep that in mind. Don't come here for the wrong reasons. I guess, right? That's sort of like the message here, right? That's in my opinion. you know. I'm just a manimal from Chicago, man. That's all I am. I don't know everything, but I know some stuff, you know. Guys, please like, comment, subscribe. As the late gangster from Chicago used to say with his YouTube channel right before he died, please like, comment, and subscribe. So, but and share. All right, guys, that's it, man. Have a great day. I'll probably be doing another couple videos too, you know, in the next couple days here. I try to space them out a little bit, you know, sometimes, you know, 2-3 days in between them. You know, I don't like blanketing you with videos, you know, like in the same every day or whatever, you know. I can't always come up with different ideas either. I've done like 200 plus videos, you know. But all right, guys, that's it, man. I will talk to you later. Enjoy your day. Have a great Thanksgiving, which is in the U.S. is tomorrow. It's Thursday in the Philippines here, but they don't really celebrate Thanksgiving, really, unless you're in some expat, you know, unless you do it with a bunch of other expats or something. You could get a whole of turkey here, by the way, at S&R, and not even just around Thanksgiving, but they seem to sell it, you know, during, like, even several months ago. I remember seeing it in the freezer, turkey, frozen turkeys, you know, different sizes, you know. But all right, guys, peace out. I'll see you later. Have a good day.